Do you believe in coincidences? A lot of people don't. A lot of people, including professionals, I've known officers, police officers, lawyers, judges, detectives, investigators that go off of a hunch based off something that others would consider a quinky-dink, a coincidence. And when it came to Jacqueline and Trezell West, why did they call in the boys missing on the exact date of 12/21/2020? Well, if you look at it, we have two mirrored dates, but is that all there is to it? If you are new, welcome to 1111 Tarot. I'm Danny, and this is your, I guess we could call it True Crime Tarot series that we do at night, in the evening with everybody. We also have a spiritual guided message by our angels in the morning at 11:11 or at 11 o'clock U.S. Central Time. And I invite you to recharge with that because it can get really heavy on the research of the missing children, which, as you guys know that are returning, welcome home. I love you guys so much, my 1111 family. Welcome home. As you know, returning, we've been covering this case for quite some time of Owen and Orson West, is what the adoptive parents called them. But the children were really classic and sincere, and that was their names. So that's who I'm talking about. Now, interesting enough, I did look up the names of Orson to see what it meant. It's a German name for bear. And I found it interesting that we have Owen as green, and it's like green bear. So hold that thought, because that's going to take us down a route that I would have never expected. But let's go back to the date that they chose, which just so happens that this is 12/21/2020 was an astronomical rarity. It's considered the Christmas star, because Jupiter and Saturn are aligning so close that they appear as one. And the last time that happened was 800 years ago, which the date would have been the year 1220. Wait a minute, that's the month and the year now that we're talking about in this time frame of when they're calling him in, December 20th. But it would have been 800 years prior that we had the first, or not the first, the Christmas star again in the past. And that was the year 1220. So that's a weird coinky-dink. Next, the reason that it's called the Christmas star is because Herod, back in biblical days, allegedly used that as an astrological timeline as to when the Christ child would be born, is this configuration in the sky. That configuration, again, is Jupiter and Saturn kind of mirroring each other and becoming one, if you will, conjuncting. All right? So Herod went out and put the word out as the king, or whatever he was, for the demise of all firstborn boys, to stop Christ from being born. So that's why it's called the Christmas star. But that's the date that Jacqueline and Trezell West are decidingly calling in the boys missing. Now let's continue. What else is going on? Winter solstice. Do you think that's a quinky-dink? Another quinky-dink? I don't think so. I think there has a lot to do with the fact that we have the sun directly in Capricorn at the time. That's very important. You're going to find that Jacqueline or Trezell or both have Capricorn somewhere in their natal chart in a strong way. Now, interesting enough, this December 21st fell on a Monday, and it is the shortest day of the year. So we're directly over the equator. Spiritually, it's a time where you shed the negativity. You let go of anything holding you back. And this is where they speak to report the boys missing. Okay? Now, if you look at the indictment, it reads that this was planned against one of the children. Actually planned. And this is not my words. This is the actual indictment from the legal standpoint. And this is a child. So planned demise of a child, it would make sense that this person is following some astrological planning to perform their wickedness. Well, when you've got the alignment that was going on the Christmas star. Here's why. With that Jupiter expanding on Saturn, Saturn is the ruler, the one that defines the rules, and it's being expanded, and the rules are being made to be enforced, okay? So at the time of 1221, it was like if they're worshiping the negative energy, and Saturn is who they're worshiping, which is considered the devil or Satan in a lot of worlds. Saturn represents that ruler. You've got to also remember that they're being told by their ruler it's time to obey the rule in their own terms, because they certainly were honest. Now, let's reverse engineer this and take that whole concept that they chose that date to see what else we could learn. So let's take that indictment from and look and see where the boys are allegedly, how they've narrowed down the timeline of the boys' demise. So Classic and Sincere are said to have allegedly disappeared. Their suspicions are from September 1st till September 30th. And if I take that planned demise of a child and I team it up with them calling in on 12/21/2020, okay, take that forward over to the whole, okay, so we're looking at the solstice. What's the other half of that is the equinox, which falls in September of 2020. Now, why is that important? Well, here we go again. It's the same theme. We have 9/22/2020. Again, the twos, the 2020, the double twos, and 9/22/2020. So you're getting 2, a lot. And when you add that all up and reduce the numbers, you'll get an 8. And we have that star, that Christmas star, appearing 800 years before and all that kind of stuff. But let's get back into this. So now we have the fall equinox on 9/22/2020. The sun is passing over the Earth equator, and it is heading towards the southward area. It's rising in the due east, and it's setting in the due west. Jacqueline and Trezell, west. The sun is setting in the west. Now, it's a Tuesday for this fall equinox, and it's a waxing moon, which is a strengthening moon. All right? Key to this is, astrologically, Mars is retrograde. Saturn, the ruler, has pulled back the energy. Chiron, the healer, is pulled back. Uranus, Neptune, and I kid you not, Pluto, are all pulling back their energy. And at 11:33 that night, we have a serious trine of energy. On 9/22/2020 at 11:33 p.m., we have that trine astrologically that tells me this could be potentially when this took place in this planned demise of the children. Now, there was a loophole written in this whole contract by the divine that somebody wasn't familiar and didn't catch when they were planning out this wicked event for the negative energy. Because the truth will always win. Goodness will always win. It really will. And that is that sun was in Libra, which is justice, which is like the balancing out of the scales. It is justice. It will come out balanced. So if you create negative, it will be balanced out. And that is what happened. So if we jump forward till the 1st of March, 2022, you see all them twos? So you get 3, it's the 3rd month, it's the 1st day. We have a 4, which is 2 twos. Then we have 2022. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, all over the board. This is when they're arrested, and this is justice coming in by the universe saying you will be held accountable. I'm just saying. Now, I would like to jump down. I know, really long intro, but it's very important that we understand why the dates would have been chosen, why, and this almost, let me back up a little bit. I get a little flavor of the Valo case, where it's like the religious zombies are following this cult type negative energy to commit such an atrocity as to spill innocent blood. You feel me? So that's the other thing, is the energy picking up. But it's not my place to draw conclusions. I can offer what my 3D human self feels, but let's challenge that by going to the 5D and doing a card reading and see how do the cards align with what I'm saying, or am I just way off course? I invite you to join me down on the board. I will see you in just a moment. Love you guys. Thank you for joining me. See you in just a moment. All right, my lovelies, let's go ahead and get started. I've got our beautiful deck, Healing with the Angels, here. And we're going to grab just some blessing cards for all of us and the boy's father, biological father. Here we go. Let's see what we have for everyone's energy. Thank you. Study. Yeah, see all that study we just did? I had to look all the dates up and study it. And that's what's helping us. So it is about the focus of, are we validating? Are we validated with everything I said? I would like the divine to show me the truth. If what I spoke of is aligned with the actual story here. We have this beautiful candle. We're going to leave it lit right there for the boys, classic and sincere. Let's say a little prayer together. If you have headphones on, I would highly recommend slipping them off. At this time, about to hit this little brass bowl. It's going to ring loud 3 times so that you can take the time to involve your energy just calmly. Just think of classic and sincere. Their beautiful little eyes. They're so sweet looking. Give them your love. Focus in on their energy as I ring the bell. 3, 2, 1. Archangel Michael, thank you for the continued protection. Hold my hand as I walk through the tarot. Show me what I need to see. Protect me from those that no spiritual or physical or any other means weapon shall prosper against me. Archangel Raphael, continue to heal my body, clear my lungs, my mind, my energy, my soul, my spirit, my being. Keep me healthy and continue to heal me, and continue to heal those 1111 family that have need of healing for their spiritual, their physical, emotional, inner child damage, as long as they will accept. Archangel Gabriel, please continue to guide me with the knowledge, the understanding. Allow me to see the message clearly that you are trying to deliver for the highest good of classic and sincere. I thank you humbly for the blessings, the awareness, the guidance, protection. Thank you. Oh, I walked it with my arm, y'all. Hold on. Like, moved it. All right, we're going to start off with the center energy. I want to understand with what I brought forward with the December 21st connection to the Christmas star and the solstice. How aligned is that? And thank you. Night Ride 46 comes to a 10. It's an elephant. It's a memory. It's like digging into the Akashic records, and the watchers are viewing. Now, with it being a 46, you get a 10, closed cycle, starting over. And the owls stand for wisdom. And the memory is in the elephant. It's like the ancestors of the nature kingdom are here to say yes. Let's go ahead and walk ourselves around this board. Ancestors, speak to us a little bit about this projection. Is September 22nd, 2020, the date that was chosen for the demise of the child by the WESTS? Rose garden. I keep getting a garden with these children. And it is a 9 for September. Do you see the 9 right here for September? So, we go 9, 10. Let's go ahead. Oh, I'm getting a weird pressure on the back of my skull on the right side. There's a black butterfly. Black butterfly. Might want to look up black butterfly to get a clue. Okay, let me understand that date of 9 in September. Can you show me what the other part of the date is for September, please? And thank you. What date and thank you? 20. Under my umbrella. Do you see the birds? I kept getting the birds and the flowers last time. I've got the rose garden and I'm getting this beautiful red bird. And it says, under my umbrella. Something about raining. Under my umbrella were feathers. It's a 20. So we have 9, 20. September 19th is the equinox. Or no, let me grab my note. Hold on a minute. I want to grab my note. So my notes was September 22nd, which would have been fall equinox. So we have a 9 and a 20. Now, let's continue. Let me set my notes back over there. All right. So between 9:20 and 9:22, did this occur with the boys? What occurred with the boys between 9:20 and 9:22? Did this occur between 9:20 and 9:22? 44, stranded. 42, change of seasons. Oh my God, that's what this entire equinox is about, is the change of the season. Yes, yes. And that's when we get 44, stranded, which is what I got in their other reading. And look at this change of seasons, the flowering. The flowering could be the change of the season. The garden changing. Under my umbrella and stranded. Under my umbrella, 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 umbrella. What does that mean? That song came in my head. That's all I know of it, too. Okay, next. So we definitely have some verification of the change of the season with a 42. Right? I mean, look, y'all. Change of the season. And that's what the fall equinox is. It's the end of summer. We have 9:20 right there. 44 on top, 42 on bottom, 46. So we're going 42, 44, 46. Intriguing indeed. Let's get some more information on the sides here. We're going to go here and we're going to try the Muse Tarot. I'm going to give it a couple shuffles, get the energy involved. 9:20, and then we have the change of the season. So yeah, it's right in there. Ace of Voices. We got a story. Okay, lovelies. Ace of Voices. So, I'm sorry. Page of Voices. I've got these deserty mountains with the shade going down. And then I've got these 3 energies. So there were 3 that went out into the desert. Okay? And they were conspiring on this event. But can you see the desert and mountains down here? They're definitely desert. There's no green, there's no snow. So they went to the desert. Knight of Voices. Swift action. And the sun is behind the moon. And that is a Pegasus. The sun is behind the moon. Swift action. They swiftly went to the desert. Then I have the Queen of Voices. So we have the Knight of Voices, the Queen of Voices, the Muse of Voices, and then 3 of Inspiration, which is Wands. Okay, there is strategic planning here because we're going with this Page of Voices. Communication between the rash one, which would be possibly Trezell, or you could see the Knight. If we do get the King, you could see this as a younger energy. So communication to the Queen. Then I have the Muse of Voices, which is the dual energy of the boys here You can see the mirroring of the boys. Wow, dominoes. One fell after the other. And it's the Three of Inspiration. It's strategic. It's definitely planning. It's strategic. Indeed. All right, you guys, let's understand this. Under my umbrella. I know we got the 20 for the 9 and 20. Go ahead and show me. Under my umbrella. Hanging Muse. A new perspective. So it's the Hanged Man. It's the hanging under my umbrella. It's looking from a new perspective. They're looking straight up into the umbrella. A bird's eye view. That I just heard that from someone. Thank you. A bird's eye view. And then I have the Death card. So they're looking at this death from their perspective as completely different than we do. Is that the point that this was a new perspective to look at this death, this change? Wow. And this is a 13th. And we have a 12 here. Huh. Let's get some clarity on this. Kind of feel like, what do I feel? I'm thinking and feeling. Hold on. Okay, that's what I feel. All right. Let's use this deck. Forgive me, I didn't look to see what the name of it was, but you'll probably recognize it, and you can ask someone in the crowd what it is. Okay, let's get to shuffling. I need clarity of this new view of death. Was this truly, was the demise planned of the boys as in an offering in a negative spiritual way? The world. Oh my God. Do you see all them arms? Reminds me of CERN. Okay. I'm just saying. That's ending of this cycle completely. It's the end of the world. And remember, that March was the pandemic. That's when everything was like up in arms. There was no school to go to. There was no doctor to go to. There wasn't going to be no CPS checking on no kids. And is that when they got locked up in their house, locked up in their head, got religious on their belief system, on some dark energy that they would gain prosperity by the demise of these planning the demise of the child as an offering? 8 of Swords. They were locked up in their mind. They thought it was the end of the world. That's what I'm seeing. I'm getting that Valo feeling. They were absolutely locked up in their mind. And maybe the pandemic is what gave them this. Wow. Can't even make this up. So, what did they decide to do? I've got Temperance on the bottom with Archangel Michael's card. That's Sagittarius energy about mixing cups. Can be postponement as well. Wisdom. Show me what came out of this locked up in their heads. Was that the plan? Was to offer this child up to their dark energy? Were they offering this child to dark energy intentionally? 10 of Swords. Damn! Y'all, I'm sorry. I just made like horrible noise. If you were awake, you were meant to wake up. I mean, if you were sleeping and I woke you up, meant to wake up. 10 Swords. Can you see that, my lovelies? Was this intentional to offer this up to their dark energy? And I got 10 Swords in the back. Damn. Was this done aligned on the Fall Equinox? Was this done on the Fall Equinox? Did they take the child? Did this child... Okay, how do I want to word this? I got to worry about YouTube here. Was the child offered up to the dark energy on the Fall Equinox? And thank you. Two of Swords, decision was made. And that's a firm, yeah. because that's decided. That's a decided yes. What did they feel they were going to gain from this action they took against this child, this horrific action? Story just came out. And it moved an angel card on another deck. Surrender and release. They were surrendering this to their master and releasing these energies. Indeed, because they wanted to release this energy, if you follow me. Queen of Swords. I speak the truth. This is the truth being spoken, Queen of Swords. It's also the energy of cutting out what no longer serves you. Working. Truth is working. 8 of Pentacles. King of Cups in reverse. Somebody that does not have any emotions about this. Look, his head is disconnected from his body, and he's more worried about that moon. And don't you know this was a waning moon? And that's what you're seeing there. What does the Father hold? I say Father, but I want to see what this guy holds. Where is my magnifying glass? Uno momento. A goblet. And a mask of a moon with no head. Like, this person is soulless. That's what I'm picking up. They're soulless. Growth. Where did they do this at? Can you show me a clue as to where this happened at? Give me a location. Ace of Wands in a kitchen with spices. Like Hansel and Gretel, I'm getting. Look at all the spices in the back, the spells. And then we have that keyhole. And that witch's pot. It was done in a ceremony. It was done like a witch's brew. In a place like a kitchen where you cook. 6 of Swords. And then they move to calmer grounds. 4 of Swords comes in, they lay it to rest. 5 of Swords, they have a struggle. 6 of Swords, they're moving to calmer grounds. So there was travel after this. It happened somewhere near a restaurant or a kitchen. Introspection. What is this introspection? And thank you. The Chariot. Yep. They then took the boys on a vehicle ride. I'm getting Navajo. I'm getting Indian. Good Lord. God have mercy. That woman is carrying 2 heads. I've never noticed that before. Do you see the 2 heads in her hands? I'm getting Indian desert. Some sort of an Indian desert. Dream. Show me the perspective of what's a landmark near their home. Of their resting place. Wands. 5 of Wands. Inner battle. Fire. Fire. 5 of Wands. Struggle. Inner battle. Okay, so they had an inner battle of where to go. Where did they deposit the children? Where did they show me a location of that? Archangel Michael just keeps showing me this puzzle. I'm getting like a bird in the water balancing something on its beak. I'm getting birds, you guys. Birds, like vulture birds. The desert is what's coming up. Okay, I just want to clarify one more time. With what I stated with the fall equinox as well as the winter solstice being combined in a designed plan of events, decidedly so, I said that 11:33, when 3 energies trined PM, is that truthful for the boy's chosen time frame of demise? Is the 11:33 online with that chosen time frame of the demise of the boys? I'm getting asked to ask a different question. Okay. Is September 22nd, 2020, the day of the demise of the boys? There it is. Answer. 9 of Pentacles. Strong, yes. And 10 of Pentacles. Absolutely. Absolutely. There was something about a single energy in the home after that. They had removed energies in the home. I want to look at these. Maybe there's clues. What kind of head does she have? She has like a chicken head or something. Oh, she's very tiny inside a giant woman's body. Weird. Look, there's a tiny little... And I got Alice in Wonderland before. I'm getting this, like, tiny woman inside this full-size woman headless body. That's so strange. With the 10 of Pentacles. What is that energy way down on below? I truly don't know what that is. It's a skeletal frog. Huh. Okay, let's continue. All right. So those were confirmed, yes. Is 11:20, or was it 11:33, have anything to do with the time of the boy's demise? Is 11:33 have anything to do, PM, with the demise of the boys? Thank you. Page of Pentacle. It's a small offer. Can you give me a clue where the boys were when this took place? Where were the boys? Somewhere new. They were taken somewhere to do this. Somewhere new. And again, it reminds me of, like, it's got a black and white tile floor. It reminds me of like a restaurant. And there's a performance, a show going on. Was this ritualistic? Was this demise ritualistic in nature? Strength, overpowering someone. And the snake is a python. Oh my God, it has to do with Apollo. All right, so I'm getting Yosemite. I'm getting, because, think of it, we have the bear as part of the name of the child. Green is the other, green and bear. Nature, bear. Yosemite, meaning bear. And there's this Apollo. So there's Apollo with the python. I don't know what Apollo means yet. I've got to do more research, but it just came in my head. And this is a snake. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. To squeeze the life out of this one. Squeeze the life out of him. Indeed, it did. It did happen. 5 of Swords, a fight to the death. And I'm still getting that 6th arm being with the 5 of Swords even. Like the tentacles. It's kind of like Sheba or something. Yeah. I'm getting that Sheba might be something that they worship or something. Is Sheba involved with them? Is she? Yes. High Priestess intuition. Yeah, these are some very negative energy people seeking power and seeking it from the 5D by doing 3D ritualistic. 3 of Swords. Look at that hood. This was a ritualistic behavior. One last time. Did this take place on September 22nd, 2020 for the demise of the boys? Ace of Pentacles. Absolutely, yes. In the red dress. Red rum, red rum. Let's get some blessings on this, my lovelies. Well, that is what I have to offer. Fog, veiled creation, asleep. Yeah, people are asleep right now to it, but it's going to come unveiled. And the illusion will dissolve. The truth will be seen. Was this satanic? Lake, stillness, cave, sanctuary. Within the home. There's going to be very rough stuff coming out. Deep stuff. Once things settle, people will realize that this was absolutely... Look, we've got vulnerable iceberg. There's going to be something that comes up in the spring, in the stillness of a lake. After there is some rest, it will be revealed. Let's see. When will we find the boys? When will we find the boys? And thank you. Wolf instinct. I'll try to keep looking for the boys. I keep getting wolf instinct. Wolf instinct. Where are the boys? Wolf instinct. Where are the boys? Yeah, I keep getting tsunami wake up call and waterfall up. That's the cards I'm getting. So I don't know. I've got that waterfall effortless. I've got wolf instinct, and then I also have tsunami wake up call. So it's going to come in. It is. The water, the truth is going to run like water. Somebody is going to give in. Now that they're the lone wolf, they're separated. Jacqueline is. I do feel emotions are going to just flood. And we're going to find out that this was all indeed a very ritualistic demise. I thank you guys so very much. I hope this answered some of the questions. It did for me. I understand a lot more. It is so incredibly sad how this took place. But with that, that's what I can leave you with. I say a humble prayer for the biological relations to these beautiful children, Classic and Sincere. And I hope that we are able to close this up and bring some resolve to this by finding the location of these beautiful children. I love you guys to the moon and back, and if you would be so kind, show your love back and tap the like button. That always helps, and it gets the message out to more. Thank you guys so very much. Love you to the moon and back. God bless you all.